We all have those songs where you say to yourself, I hope nobody sees me rocking out to this. Okay, everybody, today we're going to take a look at my top 10 songs that are what I would call the guilty pleasures. You know what I mean. That kind of song that you really listen to and you like, you say, that's a great song. But if people pulled up to you in the car next to you, you might turn that shit down for half a second. Listen, I'm a rock and roll guy, but I also love classical, heavily into Motown, all that kind of stuff. So I listen to and will blast anything. I'm abashedly unashamed. I will blast the Bee Gees at the hardest metal show you've ever seen, because fucking Bee Gees are awesome. But, again, there's some of those songs where you say to yourself, I don't know why I like this. I don't know what it is, but this is a great song, begrudgingly. That kind of stuff. So let's go. First up, I Don't Give a Shit. It's a great track. It's a great track. It's a great song. Has a great chorus. Has a great hook. It sounds cool. Karma Chameleon by the Culture Club. I don't give a shit. Tell me you can't listen to that thing and go, that thing's pretty cool. That's a rockin' track. That's got some sweet, sweet swing to it. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm not going to go outside of a concert where I'm about to walk in and see Alice in Chains blasting Karma Chameleon. But I'm telling you, it's a great song. It's a fun song. And I remember it fondly. Next! This one's kind of a rock song. Yeah, the vocals are a little piercing on it. But it was really cool back in the day, in my opinion, and kind of works. I Know There's Something Going On by Frida. You remember from the girl from ABBA and all that kind of stuff. Da dun da da dun dun. Da dun da da dun dun. It's a great song. Again, not something that you're naturally just going to blast out at the top of your lungs, but it is what it is. Always thought it was a cool track. Always thought it was a cool song. And I actually probably shouldn't even be on this now that I think about it. Maybe more people thought it was better than I remember. Who cares? Next! Yeah, I'll tell you. I don't give a shit. Magic by Olivia Newton-John. Have to believe. That is a great song with a great vocal delivery. In this almost airy, dream-like quality to it. It just lifts you up and takes you to a better place. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, Olivia Newton-John, mostly remembered for Grease and a couple other hits and stuff like that. I get it. But this is an example, and let's not forget that horrible movie Xanadu and that shit movie, I think it was Twist of Fate or something that she was in with Travolta, where they reunited them only to see it flop or something. Yes. But she did a great vocal delivery on this song. It's a great tune to listen to. It just makes you feel almost dreamlike. It's one of those songs that you listen to and you're like, I don't care what anybody thinks. This is a cool track. I'm going to hit the skip backwards button and play it again. Okay, here we go. Is this really a guilty pleasure? I don't know. Maybe someone making it on this list that shouldn't be here. I don't know. I don't care. It's just what I wrote down when I was hanging out. Anyway, The Metro by Berlin. Great track. I know it's techno synth shit pop. I get it. I get it. Everybody remembers for Berlin for You Take My Breath Away. Or what was that other goddamn song? No More Words. Stuff like that. But to me, The Metro will always be their best song. And yes, you know what? I wouldn't have turned this down if I was in the car. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. The Metro was a great tune. Great tune. I look back at it fondly. It kind of falls into those bands at the time, like Missing Persons and all that kind of stuff, that had that kind of vibe and that kind of sound and everything. They didn't have the longest careers at the time. They're all back now in one form or another. But that's a great song. It has a cool little story leading up to it. Actually, some of the lyrics to it are fucking awesome, in my opinion. I just think it's a really good track. You know what I mean? Terry Nunn delivers on it. The band sounds good. And the story arc of the song sounds really fun to listen to. You'll listen to it again and again. I loved you always, filled my eyes. All that kind of shit. It's a good song. Up next, Obsession by Animotion. Okay. There is no way you're going to sit outside of a Kiss concert, pulling into the parking lot, blasting, You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. But when you heard that song, you're like, that fucking shit's catchy. And you're going to listen to it. Even the way that they got the split vocals where the guys, like, they couldn't make up their mind whether they wanted to have him sing it or just talk it. So when you hear him, I cannot. It's just like mirroring itself all the way through, which is really bizarre, but it's the way that they released it. In the video, it's so goddamn quirky, it kind of burns itself into your head. So it's one of those songs that is just, it's out there. And when I hear it, I'm like, fuck that. Up it goes. Next up is a song. The production on this song is amazing. It is. It's almost like Bee Gees level production on this song. And yes, it's a very personal song for the person who's singing it and the person who wrote it and all that kind of stuff. And just because I can't really relate to it doesn't mean that I can't enjoy the song or whatever it is. But we're talking about Freedom 90 by George Michael. Listen to that song. The video is great too, by the way. But listen to that song. Just the beats on that song. The musicianship on that song. The delivery. And the way it blasts into that big chorus with those rhythms and everything underneath it. Masterful production. Just the way it goes. If you listen to that and you don't think, that's a top level fucking song. That is put together amazingly well. I don't know what to say. It's one of those songs that I still sit back there and listen to it. I'll sit there and pick it apart on occasion. I'm like, listen to that shit that they got going on in this thing. This thing, wow, they really went to town on this. This song is fucking so expertly constructed. Next up, again, should this even be on the list? Oh, I don't know. Harden My Heart, Quarter Flash. Da 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 da. Come on, it's a rocking little tune. You know what I mean? But you're not going to sit there in your car if you're a guy and just start screaming out the window, I'm going to harden my heart. Yeah, I'm going to swallow my tears. Yeah, pass me that beer. You know, it's not that kind of a thing. You just, you know, I don't even drink. But anyway, you don't, it's not something you get, but it's one of those songs that when you got the windows rolled up and you're on fucking I-90 and you're cruising and you're saying to yourself, oh shit, there's that, yeah, and you just start blaring it out. It's a cool song. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Harden My Heart is a great little track. It's a great little tune. Roll with it. Next on my list, Howard Jones, What Is Love? I think that is one of the great English kind of tech pop, very guitarless driven songs that I've ever heard. And I think that is just so well done. His vocal delivery on it is so well done. And even the lyrics to it, the lyrical content is so engulfing. It makes you, think and reflect and shit like that. It's one of those songs where I'm just like, what? He's known probably more for some other songs. That was like his first big hit. But he's known for some other songs that, like No One Is to Blame was bigger, obviously. All that kind of shit. But to me, the best thing he ever wrote, the best thing he ever put out was this song. It's a great tune, has a great vibe, has great lyrics, and the breakdown of it with some of the behind the vocals. It's great. It's a great track. What more can I say? And if you haven't looked at me already and told me, dude, you are an idiot. The top 2 spots are owned by the same guy. I can't watch him perform. I think he's very Vegas-y schmuck. He truly is. He's had so many surgeries now, the guy looks like a mutant. I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan of him. But if there's 2 songs, and that's why they occupy the top 2 spots, I'm like, damn, that's a great track. That's a great, great song. Performed awesomely. It's fucking Barry Manilow with I Write the Songs and Mandy. When you listen to those songs, they're such cheese whiz shit. They truly are. You're like, this makes REO Speedwagon look like Motley Crue. It is so lame. It is so powder puff. It is so Air Supply, if not worse. And yet, when they come on, when they float through my collection of MP3s, and you're like, fuck yeah, man. You came and you gave without taking, and I turned you away. Great, great, great shit. I'm sorry. They are. I'm not sitting there saying I'm going to put a Barry Manilow friggin' picture on my wall. And I'm not sitting there saying I'm going to play that music while I drive down the road and blare it with pride. I am not. But when I'm at home and like Mandy comes on, I'm like, fucking yeah. This song is awesome. Or I write the songs. I got something for you. If this doesn't make you want to punch me in the face, I don't know what to tell you. When I was a kid, my mother was a member of one of those, record of the month club fucking things. And at one point, she had bought everything humanly possible, but she was still under contract. So she had to order a couple of 8-track tapes. And she gave me that thing where you could circle it and she'd order the shit for you, right? Well, there was only 2 things in the 8 tracks, Jesus, I'm old, that was there that I wanted. And they were the soundtrack to Jaws. And I didn't know what he looked like, really. I didn't really know much about him, but I knew the songs from the radio. Barry Manilow's Greatest, because I seen Mandy and I knew I write the songs. And I was like, whoof, right into the 8-track they went. And I'm like, yeah, this is good times. I'm rolling. I'm having fun. I don't know where those 8 tracks went. I wish I still had them. That kind of sucks. Maybe in my mother's basement. I'll go digging someday. It is what it is. Anyway, folks, be good. Take care. Stay out of trouble. Be kind to a stranger. Be there for a friend. This was all just a wee bit of fun. Leave your favorites, guilty pleasure songs in the comments below. We can all talk about it and laugh at each other. It is what it is. But remember, most of all, never take any bullshit from anybody. See you soon.